Hey everyone, welcome back to our podcast, The Fantastic Show. My name is Renz, making sense with every sentence. We are coming back from a very eventful weekend, and I, at the Octopus of Worldwide, we are here to take you through how it all went.
I don't understand the eventful weekend is talking about. Welcome fans. All I know is that the Premiership showed us different sides to different teams. The red side of Manchester were screaming that they were going to win, but were brought down to earth.
Yes.
At Nottingham Forest.
Of course, when I say eventful, there was also the battling win, Chelsea's battling win over Tottenham.
Well,
there was also a comeback win or a snap of the losing streak for Liverpool. There was also a win for Manchester City after their last time out. And of course, across the other leagues in Europe, we saw Mbappe also come to the fore. Vinicius missed a penalty. Rashford and Yamal get on the score sheet. Napoli drag out a 1-0 win. AC Milan. So, yeah, it was an eventful weekend.
Napoli drew at home. So a very impressive Como.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. Yes, they got a draw. It was AC Milan that got a 1-0 win. Inter did 2-1.
Okay, so let me do a rundown of the top European leagues. Brighton beat Leeds United. It was expected because Renz and myself gave Brighton that match. Arsenal versus Burnley. Only God knows when Arsenal will concede a goal again. Their goalkeeper is like is a hybrid player.
I heard something. I heard that David Raya submitted an application this week to work from home.
It will not happen. Crystal Palace were back on the winning train. They beat Brentford.
Yeah.
Fulham beat Wolves, and it cost the manager his job.
Yes.
Then Nottingham Forest and United played out a thrilling 2-2 draw at Nottingham. Chelsea maintained their perfect record against Tottenham Hotspur. Only God knows when Spurs will ever beat Chelsea again. I just feel so sorry for them.
I think Chelsea are even stronger in Tottenham's home stadium than their own home stadium.
Ironically, Tottenham has the best away record in the Premiership and has the worst home record
in
the top six sides.
Yeah.
Then Liverpool and Aston Villa. Liverpool finally won.
And it was much easier than anybody would have expected. Unfortunately for Aston Villa, they didn't show up.
We were expecting a rumble in the jungle.
Yes, a match of attrition.
But what we just saw was a normal Mike Tyson.
A routine.
A normal Mike Tyson knocking out his opponent in his first or second round.
Yeah, there were encouraging signs for Liverpool, and I think they can begin to recover. We heard their skipper come out to take shots at those who were calling them out, mention the certain former Manchester United legend and I wanted to say field manager, but let me just say it on camera.
No,
I won't say it on camera. So a certain Manchester United legend.
What's his name?
No names. So he told him, I didn't hear you people talking about us last season when we were winning, but now you were saying my body language is bad.
What's the guy's name? They have a lot of managers that are failed managers. A lot of legends that are failed managers.
I thought you were advising me to be humble. No. Which one are you? A lot of failed. Please, Man United fans, you edit that part out.
I know there's one that did hair transplant. There was one that went to Spain. I forgot his name.
One went to US.
And he was fired by his friend.
Guys, I beg, Sabu, stop it. We were doing very well until you started bringing violence into until violence entered the WhatsApp group.
In Germany, who would stop Bayern Munich?
15 games and 15 straight wins. A perfect record for Bayern Munich. And guys, we don't give enough credit to their young manager, who happens to be, one of the most highly rated coaches right now in the world.
He's the first
Vincent
black
Kompany.
manager of Bayern Munich. Take it or leave it.
And not just the first black manager of Bayern Munich. This is the best start to a league season by any manager
in their history, right?
Yes, not just in their history, even in history. I mean, the best performing team was 14 straight wins, and I've forgotten the number of goals, but he has done 15. He has stopped the great AC Milan sides, great Real Madrid sides, and kudos to Vincent Kompany. That's an amazing job. When he left Burnley for Bayern, they mock him. They were laughing at him. They said,
because Burnley were relegated.
Burnley were relegated, but you have to look at the body of work.
Okay, fine. In Italy, we don't know if Atalanta is like the old NEPA we have in a country called Nigeria, or the new PHCN. because they went to Udinese and they lost away from home. Are we seeing something that we didn't talk about before regarding Atlanta?
Let's not mince words here. Gasperini is a top manager.
Okay.
And for all the time he spent in Bergamo, Atlanta were punching above their weight. What he did with the budget he had, with the players he had, I think it is now we will start appreciating his work.
So let us say it in local parlance, and their true color would they see now.
Thank you very much. But for me, for that fixture, one thing that stood out for me was the performance of our own Super Eagles goalkeeper, now restored to the starting 11 after his betting suspension.
I will tell you for a fact that his performance in that match is nothing compared to what he did against Juventus last week.
Yes.
It was top class.
But
he considered 3 goals, but he was one of the man of the match.
What and why I'm pointing this out is we all know what has been happening in our goalkeeping department. Let's not deviate too much.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying. I hope you guys are watching.
See, next week on the show we'll talk about this particular topic, because I know where Renz is going.
I don't want to deviate too much. That's what I say. I just say take note, write it down, so that when we are discussing.
Another manager we should look out for in the next max 2 years is the setting manager of Como. He went to the Armando Maradona Stadium and held the defending champions to a goalless draw. Take it and give it to that guy.
I think for Fabregas now, when we start talking, it will be as if we are rehashing things. Fabregas is doing an amazing job, and I don't think he's going to last long at Como. My advice to the fans of the Serie A is enjoy him while you can, because for sure a top club is coming to snatch him.
And another thing about him being in Como is he's part owner of the club.
Not really part owner, he's a minority, part owner. Whether you get 2 shares, you get share for inside.
Let us celebrate Spalletti. He's back to the Serie A, and we saw his Midas touch.
Well,
for
let me not say anything. In this life, my only advice for you, no dey too trust wetin people dey talk. A certain manager who said that Napoli are the last club in Italy he's going to manage, who has Napoli's badge tattooed on his hand, he returned to the dugout for another team. And he won his game, which of course we expected. Spalletti is a top manager, and his return to the Serie A with the current crop of managers and how the league is looking right now is just going to be a sweet.
They're just 4 points behind.
It's just going to be a sweet mix-up.
They're just 4 points behind the leaders.
Juventus are a very talented side that have been underperforming.
They have the players, so they have a tactician now that will bring them into fold and see the best from them. Let's run through some results. PSG beat Nice. Everybody was expecting that.
Nice now.
But the shock result in the Championnat was AS Monaco losing to Paris FC.
Yes.
And the goal was scored by a Nigerian player.
Our own Moses Simon. Moses led Paris FC to the promised land against the Principality Club. All Principality and powers was bound.
Then Marseille are picking up points. People are not looking at them. And the way they are going, if any slip from PSG, Marseille might just be the team. Because they are playing very well in the Championnat, they are playing very well in the Champions League.
Yeah, for Marseille, we always expected them to mount a challenge. The question now is, will they be able to sustain their levels all through the season and give PSG a run for their money? That's the real question they have to answer here, and it's all about consistency. So kudos to them. They are picking up points. Just keep picking up points, and then by January, February, we see where they are, and then they can also see if they are in the title race or the title has left them in the race.
There were 4 key fixtures in La Liga on Saturday. Villarreal did not just beat Real Vallecano; they embarrassed them. 4-0. We were expecting a Villarreal win, but we we're not expecting that type of scoreline. Atletico Madrid have kind of picked up, and Sevilla has gone down the drain almost immediately after their famous victory against Barcelona.
So that one was a flash in the pan.
Yes. The Real Sociedad have started picking up points because they are down the bottom of the league. They beat Athletic Club Bilbao 3-2, while the great Real Madrid almost spelled Valencia's name 4-0. And Mbappe show.
Yeah. One thing we don't seem to talk about is with each passing game, Mbappe's stock is on the rise, and Vinicius' stock is on the decline. Unfortunately, this is a player that carried Real Madrid for 3-4 years on his shoulder. But unfortunately, we are seeing him, every day, every passing game, he seems to be proving to the Madrid hierarchy that, man, you can move. Yes, you can move forward without me at this club. He missed a penalty, and Mbappe was there to show why he's the main man now. So but we'll enjoy it while it lasts, and we'll see what happens over there. Madrid are picking up the necessary points, and Barcelona are looking like they are going to keep them honest. So it's going to be a very interesting race this season.
For Sunday, West Ham finally won.
Well,
they beat a Newcastle side that took the lead first, played very well. But, football has a very strange way of playing. When West Ham hit the bar, it was the play from hitting the bar that Newcastle scored their first goal. And I said, damn, these guys are playing so well, but they can't just score. But Mother Luck came. They equalized, an own goal by Newcastle. They went into the halftime 2-1, scored the third goal, and that was it.
So I wanted to say, while Nuno Espirito Santo was picking up his 3 points, telling Nottingham Forest what they missed, although Sean Dyche's, also his own rebuilding job is also looking like it's bearing fruits. They are more solid. They played with more spirit, but it's just expected. You know what Nuno brings to the table, and he's building a spine to that West Ham team. That's what we saw. Let's not take for granted a win against Newcastle. Newcastle are a very potent attacking side. They have a great striker, great area threat, quick on the counter attack, and they know how to knock the ball around. So that win, it's a step in the right direction. Can they put together a run that accelerates them or propels them up the table? That's what we have to look out for.
They're not even in the top 10.
No. West Ham.
Newcastle are not in the top 10.
No, of course. I mean West Ham. Can they escape? The dredges of relegation.
As long as they give Nuno time.
So,
and they have good players. That's another thing.
No, they do have good players.
They have very good players. Then Manchester City beat Bournemouth 3-1, which was
another win that was easier than expected. The Terminator did his usual goal scoring. He was programmed to score, so he just did his job. And
then
3 points
in Spain, Barcelona kept the pressure up by beating Elche 3-1. In the Italian Serie A, the top of the table kind of clash was Milan and AS Roma. It was an awesome match.
Very.
Milan scored. Roma had the last kick of the game. A penalty was awarded to them, and we now understand why Maignan is the best goalkeeper in Italy. He saved the great Dybala's penalty that denied AS Roma.
They say sometimes you just have to, make your own luck. And to be honest, after Rafael Leao left the pitch for Milan, they were not as potent in attack as they were. They started really brightly. But you have to give credit to them. They stayed solid. And that is what you need your goalkeeper for. Show up big, show up when it matters the most, and get your team a point or two. And Maignan did that.
Irrespective of the draw that Napoli had on Saturday, Inter won away at Verona.
Yeah, so it's still Napoli up top with Inter, AC, and AS Roma tied on the same points following. So it's an exciting title race in Italy.
Napoli is on 22 points. Inter is second. Milan is third. AS Roma is
21 points, right? Or 21 points. So it's really close there.
And Juventus is on 18.
A few points behind
and them. And they have the man that knows how to navigate the league very well. Him and Conte will show us with the other guy in Milan. So it's like they have
the old heads of the league. Yes. Yeah, serial winners in the league. So it's going to be exciting. Hey guys, we are quickly going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing the talking points for the week ahead. Remember, this is the Fantactics podcast brought to you by Trend Stack.
We told you people about the giveaway last week. We had some people that did predictions. Somebody won 10K worth of data. thank you so much, even for you taking time to watch the video and for predicting.
Yeah. We said the giveaway is not for the weak. And those that's too strong, we got some predictions. But congratulations to, we had only one winner, unfortunately. So we'll carry over that giveaway because the money is not for us, it's for you. Please come and win the money. At the end of the show, we are going to keep you posted about how you can participate in this week's version of the giveaway. But let's quickly dive into the games for the midweek and the weekend. The Champions League is back. Sabubu, what do we have lined up?
Champions League match day 4 begins on Tuesday in Naples. Not what you think of Naples.
Sabubu, I don't like the way
Napoli will take on Eintracht Frankfurt. That is an early kickoff. Slavia Prague will take on Arsenal. Early kickoff because of where Czech Republic is located. Then the normal kickoff time, remember Europe has changed their time compared to us in Africa. So we are like 1 hour ahead of them presently. Atletico Madrid will take on Union Saint-Gilloise. Bodo Glimt will take on AS Monaco. Juventus will take on Sporting CP. The clash of Tuesday night is Liverpool, Real Madrid. Olympiacos will take on PSV and Eindhoven. Another clash of the Titans is PSG versus Bayern Munich. And the clash of the is Tottenham Hotspur versus FC Copenhagen.
So at least for Tuesday, we have, you can confidently say some of the best teams in the competition are playing on that day. You have the Real Madrid, you have PSG, you have Liverpool, you have Juventus, you have Bayern, and you have Napoli and Arsenal. I don't know, they are the best teams in history in their country, but not in the competition.
So for Napoli and Eintracht Frankfurt,
I would say
Conte has to win this match.
Yes, he has to.
If he doesn't win it, that's the end of their campaign.
But I can't really still back them because in Europe they are a shadow of themselves domestically.
It's not the club itself. The issue I have is Conte's pedigree in Europe is suspect. Domestically, he can do.
He's a dominating force.
But anything he wants. European nights, I don't know.
I think I'll go out on a limb to say Conte does not like rotating his squad, and it affects him in Europe because some people will show up with fresher players with less injury ravaged squads, and most times you can't compete.
Let's go to predictions. Napoli, Eintracht Frankfurt.
Napoli, Eintracht Frankfurt. I'll say Napoli win or draw.
Slavia Prague, Arsenal.
Arsenal with a straight win.
Atletico Madrid, Union Saint-Gilloise.
Atletico with a straight win.
Both
teams to score.
Monaco.
Bodo Glimt, AS Monaco at Bodo Glimt's home stadium. I will go with Bodo win or draw.
I will go with 2 predictions. Both teams to score over 1.5. Juventus versus Sporting CP.
I'll back a straight Juventus win.
Same here. Olympiacos versus PSV Eindhoven.
I'll back both teams to score, but I'll back PSV with the win.
I will take one of what you said. Both teams to score over 1.5.
All right.
PSG Bayern Munich.
This is another game where you have goals. Okay. You'll be assured of goals, but I'll back PSG to win just because they're at home and it will give them a little edge. We know Bayern have not lost in the competition and they are on a very confident run. So I would say goals, both teams to score, and I would say PSG edge just because, narrowly because they are at home. There is also a risk though because Bayern PSG seem injury depleted at the moment, so they might not, but Luis Enrique knows how to take care of business.
Okay, same here. PSG win or draw, both teams to score. Spurs FC Copenhagen.
I'll go with Spurs straight win because they're at home.
Same here. So for Wednesday,
we have Liverpool, Real Madrid. We haven't talked about that.
Liverpool fans, I'm sorry.
Yes, don't disrespect Liverpool because their liver has pulled since.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What do you think about that game, Sabubu? You have been bombing me. Let me bomb you.
If we had to look at it based on form, and experience, I'll give it to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But if I look at it based on Anfield,
a very intimidating atmosphere.
I'll give it to Liverpool. But it's going to be a chess match. This is the match that really tests how good Van Dijk and his partnership in that defense would be because Real Madrid are fast. They can smell blood when they play against you. You saw it against Valencia over the weekend. I look at both teams to score. I cannot definitely tell you who would win this match. I can't say it's going to be Liverpool straight win or Liverpool win or draw or Real Madrid straight win. But I look at both teams to score.
I think the challenge right now will be how do they stop Vinicius? How do they, sequester the midfield and prevent balls from getting to Mbappe? Because if he does not have service, then there's nothing. So we would likely see something like Szoboszlai moving to right back again, just to give them a room in midfield. But I would back a Liverpool win or draw.
Okay, let's go to Wednesday's fixtures. Some funny things. Pavos versus Villarreal, Qarabağ versus Chelsea. Now, my fear for Chelsea, that journey to Qarabağ is a long journey. I don't know their mental states after that match against
Tottenham.
And they're going straight.
I think...
They know it.
Yeah,
Ajax, Galatasaray, Benfica, Bayern Leverkusen, a match that Mourinho has to win.
If he doesn't win, he might lose his job.
Inter versus Kairat Almaty. City takes on Borussia Dortmund. That's a match for two former winners. Yeah. Marseille, Atlanta, Newcastle, Athletic Club, Bilbao. So let's watch on this.
Barcelona.
So we can talk about the weekend fixtures.
I think we can say a straight win for Villarreal against Pafos.
Okay.
Qarabağ Chelsea, I can back Chelsea with a straight win on that. I know Maresca is not wary of using his squad, so you might see a lot of the academy boys and the youngsters coming, just like against Ajax, and they have proven they can deliver. Ajax Galatasaray, I'll back Gala with a straight win.
Both teams to score.
Both teams to score, but I'll go with a straight win. Benfica, Bayer Leverkusen, I'll go with a Benfica win or draw. It's going to be at their home stadium, and they are, they have to score points. Barcelona. A straight win for Barcelona.
Inter, Karamati.
Straight win for Inter.
City.
Dortmund, I'll back City with a straight win.
Marseille, Atlanta.
Marseille with a straight win at home.
Newcastle, Athletic Club, Bilbao.
Newcastle at home, straight win.
So let's go to the weekend fixtures. For the first time in 2 weeks, we're going to have a lunchtime fixture at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham versus Manchester United.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about that match. Let me just call you that fixture because this match is very important. We talk about it.
Yeah.
Everton, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, Sunderland, Arsenal. Then the late night kickoff with Chelsea Wolves.
You can safely say Everton at their home stadium looking to bounce back. You would expect a win or draw against Fulham. West Ham against Burnley, a straight win for West Ham for me at the London Stadium. Sunderland versus Arsenal. I think Sunderland have been punching above their weight, but Arsenal would be just too much for them. So a straight win for Arsenal away. And then Chelsea against Wolves at home. Of course, Wolves have just sacked their manager, Victor Pereira.
Do you know who they are talking to?
Who?
The man that was fired for Pereira, they are calling him back, O'Neill.
That unfortunately you don't know what you have until you lose it. But I predict a straight win for Chelsea because at home and with a momentous win, boosting their confidence. So back to Tottenham Man United, like you said, a lot of stuff to talk about in that fixture. We were all looking forward to one certain Manchester United fan cutting his hair, but unfortunately, in here if he grow,
so that
pass through stadium roof. I would back Manchester United to get 3 points or a draw against Tottenham. Like we said, Tottenham's home form has been woeful. Man United are brimming with confidence. They will back themselves to get a result because they have been doing it of late. And lucky them, they didn't lose against Nottingham Forest. So it's a good one to go for them.
Then in Italy, we have two classics that used to resonate the 90s. Or those matches, if you think about it, it gives you goose pimples. There will be the Turin derby. Juventus versus Torino. Then the old flame of Italian football, Parma AC Milan.
Parma Calcio versus AC Milan. I think for the Turin derby, we are going to see Luciano Spalletti lay down a marker. Torino are one of the sides that are very tough for Juventus to beat, even in their top prime. So like when they are on form. So I think I'll back Juventus to go with a straight win against Torino. For Parma versus AC Milan, of course, it's a storied rivalry. But we all know where AC Milan is now. They don't play too well, but they get their points. So I'll still back them with a win or a draw against Parma.
For Sunday, in the Premiership, we have some funny matches that will bring out funny results.
So one of my favorite teams were playing in France.
Who is that?
Brest will be hosting Marseille. You did not mention my team.
Okay, I'm sorry. Brest at home, right?
No, Marseille will be visiting Brest.
They will smash the Brest then.
No comment.
So on Sunday, Aston Villa will take on Bournemouth, Brentford, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Nottingham Forest again, Leeds United, then the derby of England, Man City, Liverpool. So quick one, because we have less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk about our giveaway before we leave.
Aston Villa, Bournemouth. I would go with a Bournemouth win or draw.
Aston Villa win or draw.
Okay. Brentford, Newcastle United. I will go with both teams to score.
Same here.
Crystal Palace, Brighton. I'll go with the Crystal Palace win.
Win or draw.
Win or draw. Palace. Fair enough. Nottingham Forest Leeds. Forest with a straight win.
Same here.
It's about time. Manchester City, Liverpool. This is a game that always sparks Liverpool to life. I'll back both teams to score. I don't know what happens. It depends on who shows up. If Liverpool can build momentum, this is going to be a very trying and testing week for them. They are playing Real Madrid, so they don't have the luxury of resting players. They don't have the luxury of rotation. And their squad right now, you won't say because of players not being on form. The likes of Isak and Waits not really being at the top level. Frimpong is out, injured. Milos Kekes is not really delivering. They don't trust Robertson.
One journalist in the United Kingdom said Isak needs time to acclimatize to the league.
Which league?
The league that they removed him and brought him back inside.
People are joking. Anyways, let's not take it away that the pressure of the price tag is weighing on him. It definitely would. Moses Caicedo and the likes will tell you the same.
Okay, so, Lance, tell our people what we have for them this week.
So, most of you were complaining last week that Fantastic people, we won't use data do. We are too big for data. Data, you say you want the cash. We listen. We have heard. 10K cash coming the way of 4 Fantastic Universe fans. What do you have to do, Sabubu? Please, can you tell them?
Predict 5 matches in any of the top 5 leagues. We're not telling you to give us correct score. If you're going to go to England, predict 5 matches, high to come out, fine. Spain, the same team. Italy, the same team. Germany, the same team. And France, the same team. So Arsenal is playing Sunderland. You say Arsenal wins the match. Man City versus Liverpool, you say draw. Just predict 5 matches. If you predict 5 matches, kindly predict it and leave your number so we can reach you. Please, it's important.
All right, guys, you have heard it from the octopus's mouth. Predict and win 10K cash. No story. We are going to post evidence. Somebody won this the past week's giveaway or the past weekend's giveaway. So we have sent data to the person. So you can be a lucky winner. Just follow us on subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave your comments below the video of our next episode that is going to be posted.
That's this episode, this present episode.
Yes, I wish you the best of luck and may the odds be in your favor. Until we come back next week, keep engaging us, keep being fantastic, and keep loving Fantastics.